What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the Wolf Pack with me, Dan Lamb, and you're probably thinking, what the hell's this? This is a preview. Where's John? John is currently on holiday in Portugal, the jammy git, and that means that we thought we'd do a little bit of a panel video instead. Special guest as well from John Sinclair TV, so please go into the description of this video and check out his stuff if you want to see everything Newcastle. But yeah, I'll see you in just a second. Stick around. Sound, guys. So before we get started, please make sure you're liking the video, subscribing to the channel if you're new, hitting that notification bell so you don't miss any future videos. Let's bring the panel in. So we've first got, of course, that man, fresh from the Wolves charity football game, Kyle Grazier. How you doing, mate?
Hey, how's it going, guys? We all good?
You all right? You punched anyone lately, or
No, all good, mate. I've been behaving myself. I wouldn't dream of doing anything like that on or off the field. I'm a complete straight edge.
Nah, never happened. Check VAR. We've also got Ben. How you doing, Benjamin? You good?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Very good, mate. Very good. And we're going to bring in our special guest, John Sinclair, everybody.
Thank you very much for having us on, Dan. Good evening, Carl and Benjamin. Thank you so much for having us on. I'm giving evening to everyone in the chat as well. And from Newcastle perspective, it's going to be fun. It's going to be honesty, and also it's going to be fantastic show.
Yeah, awesome. Cool. So let's start, guys, with what we expect from the game. So, Kyle, I'll go straight to you. We're going into Newcastle. Well, they're coming to us, actually. But we're going into the game against Newcastle. What do you predict, Kyle? What kind of predictions?
I've gone
not a score prediction. Not a score prediction. Don't spoil it.
No worries.
But what kind of players and stuff do you expect?
Okay, I think from both perspectives, you know, the defense can be a little bit leaky on both parts. I think both teams have got very good attacking players. Newcastle, obviously, with their main source up front in Alexander Isak. What a player, by the way. I've rated Isak for a long time. Rate him even more now he's come to the Premier League. Yeah, he came for a big fee, but it's shown every single penny of that worth. And then the big unit in the centre midfield in Bruno Guimaraes. So, another great player. I think we're expecting to see Tonali back, maybe. Whether he'll come...
I've put him in the thumbnail. Have I put him in the thumbnail? I don't think I have, actually, because I was like, maybe he won't. But
it'd be interesting to see if he comes back and how Newcastle's tactics have been working in the training ground and how they're going to adapt to him being back in the team after such a long time out. Weighing up midfields, I think it's going to be a very, very tough battle in the midfield from both parts. I think there'll be goals in this one. I think it's the last... What is it now? I've got it written down somewhere. The last 19 meetings, there's been goals in all of them between Wolves and Newcastle. Nice. So, 61% of those meetings have been draws. So I think you probably can gather where I'm going to put myself for this one for a score prediction. But I think from both sides, it's going to be a really, really good battle. And I think we're going to have a hell of a game at Molineux.
Cool. Nice. Benjamin, over to you, sir. What kind of things do you predict from the game? And how do you think we should really sort of push on to sort of try and get a result? Because we need 3 points.
Yeah, so Carl basically said everything that I was planning on saying, but I do think there'll be a lot of goals. I think it'll be a very sort of end-to-end game because there's a high chance that some of the key sort of defensive players for both teams might not feature. Obviously, Yerson got injured with Colombia. I have no idea sort of his status, whether he'll play or not. And also for Newcastle, Sven Botman, really key player, sort of a centre-back that I've been tracking, sort of following for a long, long time. Obviously, there was sort of links that he may come to Wolves. This was a while back. Obviously, ended up at Newcastle and has just been an immense signing, immense player for them. So for him not to be playing, sort of, in my mind, it's going to be a very sort of box-to-box game. It'll definitely be one in the midfield, I think, because sort of both midfields sort of play in a sort of similar way where it's sort of you have sort of the mid block, you sort of wait for the opponents to come in sort of into your midfield, and then you sort of latch onto them in sort of a press. So sort of the like you have Joe Linton, you have Bruno Guimaraes, and then maybe if Tonali plays, him also. And then obviously you've got sort of similar profile players in Gomez, Lamina, possibly Andre if we see him. So I think the game will be won and lost in midfield, I think. So definitely one to keep an eye on.
Cool, nice. So, John, your lads are coming up to Molineux, down to Molineux even. It's a bloody long way, trust me. Coming down to Molineux. So don't give me a score prediction just yet, but give me sort of what you expect maybe from the Newcastle you've seen this season, and how you think you can sort of get a result against Wolves.
It's gonna be. I think it's gonna be goals in this game as well. I mean, I don't think it'll be many, but the thing is, right? I mean, we've not been playing well this season. I'm not gonna lie, but we were lucky against Southampton. They could have scored a couple of goals, even though it was down to 10 men. They could have done, and we just held on. We won that game because it was a gift to goal. Like Joe Linton scored a goal, and then Bournemouth. Bournemouth had lots of chances as well, by the way. We were lucky to get away with it. We could have won it before they got that 95th minute winner, so-called winner, which didn't happen. But I honestly think that we got away with that one because it was handball. But we didn't play well again. We just did not play well at all. Newcastle, we haven't clicked yet. I mean, Anthony Gordon's head might have been turned. I thought our defending was shoddy. I thought the passing was poor as well. But seeing that, I think, nothing to get excited about in a minute from our team. However, the game against Forest in the Cup, I mean, it started well, could have scored a couple of goals, and then the second half, we just dropped back a bit and see a poor goal and that. And then against Tottenham, now, again, you got away with that one, even though Isak got the winning goal, right? Second half, I mean, it was all Tottenham. 20 goal attempts to 6 shots on target for Tottenham. And they missed Solanke big style. Big time they missed Solanke because I think he would have been 5-0 as well. I think Spurs could have got another goal, but we got away with it there. We're not playing well, right? And look at the back four. Fabian Shaw got sent off, which was never sent off, I'm afraid. Yes, the intent was there, but he never touched him. I mean, look, listen. I mean, whoever came in, Emil Kraft came in his place. I think he's done really well. It looks like he's going to be dropped on Sunday for the return of Fabian Shaw because he's back for a 3-game ban. I hope Tonali does start because he had 2 games in Italy for Italy, and he's done really well for them. And it's great to see Sancho Tonali back for Newcastle, and I hope he starts in place of Sean Longstaff because, listen, am I a Sean Longstaff fan? I'm not. Not at all. I don't think he's good enough. All he is a runner, and that is it. Yeah. And people speaking this guy up, think he's the next best thing. He's a local lad, right? But local lads don't win us titles or flip us trophies, yeah? You pick a player on form, not by the birthplace.
100%.
You know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? And a lot of our fan base don't understand that at all whatsoever. Yeah, I'm not going to lie. But Sancho Tonali, he's levels above Sean Longstaff every time. Yeah. And he's got to come in. Now, if any players Longstaff we get beat, then I think the fans grab a go at him. Yeah. But up front, I mean, Isak, it's great to see him score, but I want to see Harvey B and Anthony Gordon alongside either side. I mean, Miguel Almiron's not good enough. Jacob Murphy, okay, for sub for legs and that. That's about it. But Callum Wilson's going to be out. Joel Willock, it's okay apparently, but you have to make do for the bench. And if you give us marks out of 10 in a minute, and where we are, even though you got 7 points out of 9, we're 5th. I'm going to give it a 4 out of 10 because it's just not clicking yet. And also as well, we're just not playing well. That is the thing.
This is the thing with Newcastle. They've had, on paper, they've had a great start to the season with the teams you've beat and stuff. You got that 2-1 win against Spurs. But like you say there, it's really interesting that you only give you boys a 4 out of 10. And this seems to be an ongoing thing with Newcastle. And I think this is why they've had such high finishes. When it isn't clicking, they're still managing to get it over the line. And 100%. I think that speaks volumes of the character that's in the Newcastle camp and that Eddie Howe's bringing to the team. Like, I think that's really important, and it's something Wolves probably haven't found yet. So I think, again, like you say, that could get you guys 3 points, and it could get it over the line. But I think, like you say, it's going to be a game where you've got to take your chances. If you don't, there's no points in it for you.
Yeah, fact. I mean, maybe I'm a bit harsh on the 4 out of 10. I'll probably give it a 5 out of 10 because I'm not getting further than that. And it's my bad 5 out of 10 at the minute, because you look at Southampton could have got a couple, Bournemouth could have got a couple, Tottenham should have scored 3 or 4 with poor finishing, or the Bear, poor finish. Someone's unlucky. Madison had that shot from 25 yards. Liverpool had just about saved. But like you said, right, we don't have to be pity. I mean, looking back, and I thought this, we don't have to pity. But as long, like you said, Cal, get over the line. Now, if we talk on better sides like the Cities, the Arsenals, the Liverpools and that, they're not missed chances. They will not miss chances like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But we've got to take our chances well at corners, yeah? Now, it's the 4th game, right? This is another thing. We haven't scored more than, apart from the Spurs game, we haven't scored 1 goal this season. But we've got goals in the team. Anthony Gordon can score goals. Harvey Barnes can score some cracking goals, yeah? Isak, 25 goals in all comps last season, yeah? Tonali contribute, yeah? Bruno definitely contribute. Joe Linton definitely contribute as well. But if we can get our back 4 sorted, Lewis Hall left back, I think he's going to be fantastic. Yeah, okay, he's got a little mistakes in him. When Lloyd Kelly play, I like Lloyd Kelly as centre back, not left back, centre back.
Okay, yeah.
So I think Lloyd Kelly will come good. Yeah, I know he's played figures. I'm not going to hype him up just yet. He's only played 3 or 4 games for us in a minute. And then you got Livramento, a right back. I think he deserves to keep his place above Trippier, to be fair, because I think Livramento's done all right. And Nick Pope doing Nick Pope things. I mean, it's great to see Nick Pope back in goal and that. He's got to be important to us because he has to be in that team for the whole of 38 game. No stupid sending off, no injuries. This is the thing. Last season, we had 15 players out last season. Yeah, through injuries. Yeah, and our squad, it was that bad. We had to name 3 sub goalkeepers in the team. 3 sub goalkeepers in the subs bench, on the subs bench. Yeah,
I remember that. I remember you had some absolute pelters from the fans for that, because it was a bit like Wolves, to be fair. At the back end of last season, we were playing our DM up front as a 9, and we were playing our left back as a winger, because we just didn't have enough players on the bench, and it really showed a thin squad. We have got a slightly better sort of rack of players now to choose from, but I'd still argue that our weakness is and I think the lads probably say the same thing, still think our weakness is finding a centre-back partnership that really can do the business, because we've tried several people next to Mosquera, who might not even play, by the way. Is that probably our best centre-back, to be fair, John? And everyone's like, oh, well, yeah, you shouldn't have sold Kilman. But to be honest, you look at the players that would play instead of Kilman, they're all probably on near enough the same pedigree, really. And we needed the money. So, I don't know. I think that's where you'll hurt us.
Well, I mean, if Isak's on form, right, when he comes back, and we still at Sweden, he's got to do for us as well. If he's on form and he's not tired, it'll be fine. But Callum Wilson scored twice last season. He's not going to be playing. He's out for another couple more weeks. And Osula, I think it's too early for the guy, because yes, he's got pace. He's a young lad, 6'4", but mate, I think he's quite young, and he'll come good. It could be all right. But he scored in on Denmark under 21s. Yeah, so He's got pace, he's got goals in him, I guess. But you're right. We've got to get Anthony Gordon on the ball more and more and more, because I tell you what, he's going to be key for us. If he's on song, the team's on song.
So do you think
I'm a massive fan of Anthony Gordon. I think he's class. I think at the moment, arguably, he's England's best left winger. I think the way he runs at defenders, the way he takes his man on, the way he cuts back on his favoured foot, and he can use both feet, by the way.
Absolutely.
His agility, his turn of pace, it's scary. And if he's playing on the left, I think whoever's playing on the right for Wolves is going to have a hell of an afternoon.
I think that's it, though, isn't it? I think that's where, if I'm honest, John, I think that's probably where you'll hurt us. Is probably stretching our back four, and just finding spaces to go wide, because that's basically where Chelsea scored all their goals from. We really struggle to stop leaking goals in a back four. The only good thing about having a back four is it does help us having an extra man forward. So we sort of been playing with more of like a 10 and like behind the 9 and not really relying so much on the wings. So that's how it's benefited us, but we've just not been able to solidify that defence to stop leaking goals. So in my opinion, if I'm looking at the game and I'm a Newcastle fan or whatever, I think what you need to really start to do is to start to stretch us as soon as possible, get on the ball, stretch us, and we'll either fall apart, which has pretty much happened every other time, or something will happen that's come from the training ground that we're not aware of yet, which is exactly what we're going to be talking about later. We signed a new player, John, called Andre, who is a Brazilian, bit of a wonder kid, to be fair. Plays just ahead of a back four and can sort of do a job sinking back into a back five, giving us a little bit more defensive solidity. And also, what we really like about him from watching him is he's very good at releasing the ball in tight situations. We haven't had a player like that for a very long time. That's been our issue. Every time we've played out the back, and the lads will agree with me, all of Molineu's like this, because there's just no control whatsoever. So the fact that we've got that bit of solidity, I actually think if he plays, we'll have a better time. So if he's in the lineup tomorrow, John, and you see Andre...
Sunday,
sorry. Tomorrow. It's always tomorrow, innit, man?
You'd be on your own if you go tomorrow.
Yeah. Just there waiting. Where's everyone? So if he plays
at 3 o'clock.
If he plays on Sunday, John, if he's in that lineup, I think you're going to be starting thinking a different game plan, to be honest, because everything you've seen from Wolves basically changes with him in the team. So if you see him on the lineup, it's very different from what you've seen and what we've seen so far. So it should be quite interesting to see how Gary sort of plays him and what he can bring to the squad.
I'm glad you've brought that up, Dan, because that will back up something I'll talk about a bit later on with Andre being in that. It's a number 6, isn't it? Being in that number 6 role, that'll back it up quite strongly, and it'll make sense when I reveal what formation and starting lineup I've gone for. But cheers for bringing that up.
Cool. That's Andre, touch on Andre sort of thing. Tim Vickery, South American football expert, I had on my show last year, and I tell you what, this guy, Tim Vickery, is singing high praises of Andre. This guy. What you have to understand is that Fluminense are the Copa Libertadores champions, the holders at the minute, and I believe they're in the semi-finals, I think, as well. And he said that when Fluminense plays the boy from the back, and they played free-flowing football as well. And with the way they plays it, it's very, very risky, and they play such a high line, and Andre is one of them as well. So I've got a feeling that you could be right. It could be a different game when Andre starts, It could be like throwing span into the works, you know what I mean? So it's going to wake us up a wee bit. So if he dominates the game between the defence and attack, we could have problems, But what we haven't got pace in the team, in the midfield.
Okay.
Joe Linton's not the quickest. Bruno, I wouldn't say he's that quick, I'm not going to lie. But Tonali could could do things that change it up as well.
Mm.
But I will not be playing Longstaff facing up Andre having on toast. And I know that's a fact.
Fair. That's interesting. Ben, I'm going to come to you, mate. What is your score prediction? What do you think?
So for my score prediction, I remember it wasn't the last game we played against Newcastle, but it was the game before that. I actually got the prediction right, which is when we drew 2-2. And I'm going to go with the same result. I'm going to go 2-2 again.
Interesting. Who's scoring? Who's scoring for Wolves?
Oh, I can't remember. Who did I put? I remember putting it in the chat the other day. I think Isak will score. No, who did I put? No, Gordon will score and Dan Burn will score because I think we've been pretty poor off set pieces.
We've been
I think
awful off corners, by the way, Joe.
Yeah,
awful,
so bad.
Awful. Yeah.
So I see Dan Burn scoring, and then for us, Kwang, because he always gets, his trademark goal against Newcastle.
Scores against Newcastle.
Who else did I put? It might have been Lamina. Yeah. I think it was Lamina. I think nice. those were the same goal scorers in the last 2-2, but I'll go with them two again.
Yeah, nice. Okay. Kyle, what's your score prediction?
I've also gone a draw. Last 5 games, we haven't managed to beat Newcastle. In fact, we've won just one of our last 13 Premier League games. So, yeah, I've gone a draw. I've gone 1-1 in this one. I think it could be a 2-2 as well.
Yeah.
But I also think it could be 2-1 either way. So, honestly, I don't know with this one. I'm going to say 1-1.
Okay.
Which was the same result as when we played them August 22.
Yeah.
My scorers, I think Strand Larson will get a goal. And it'll be lovely to see him get a goal on home soil. And I'm going to play safe and go Isak or Guimaraes to score for the Tooney boys.
Cool. John, what are you thinking? What's your score prediction? Your goal scorers, mate.
My goal score's going to be Isak, and I'm going to go Anthony Gordon. But I did say 2-0 to Newcastle. Now, if Andre comes in, it could be different. But I'm going to stay with 2-0 for now with Newcastle, right? I'm not going to flip and flop. I'm not going to flip and flop. So I'm going to stick Newcastle 2-0 because I think we will find a way of winning games. If we defend properly, cool. That'd be brilliant. We've got Fabian Schär come back. He's going to play alongside Dan Burn, Livermore, and Lewis Wall at fullbacks. Midfield 3B, Bruno Guimaraes, Joe Linton, and hopefully Sandro Tonali. And at the front three, Harvey Barnes, Anthony Gordon, and Isak. And that's going to be my formation there. But 2-0 to Newcastle, and let's keep our unbeaten start going. But if you don't win the game, don't get beat.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, that's the thing in it. You'd rather come back with a point, wouldn't you? We were always saying that, to be fair.
100%. But these are the sort of games you need to win because if you'll get top 6 this season, no disrespect to Wolves and that, and you're fantastic club and that, but we need to win these games. And if we don't win it,
100%,
we just got yourself to blame.
I think you've hit the nail on the head. I think as a Newcastle fan, you're looking at Wolves, being on paper a slightly poorer side over the years, and Newcastle have done some fantastic business, got some brilliant players, and I think you're looking at this. You're looking at it as a must-win game, as a Wolves fan, if I'm, we'd love the 3 points at home, but I think most Wolves fans, including myself, would take a draw against a team like Newcastle. Just being on there, giving credits to Newcastle where it's due. A brilliant outfit, got a brilliant manager, great group of players, and I'd absolutely take a draw.
100%. I mean, if you can't do it, get out of there. Just take the point because, look, at the end of the day, it's a difficult place to come to. I mean, your fans are amazing at home where you get going. Yeah, it's always passionate. And the fans I met last season, I went there last season. So did I want to forget? I lost my car keys. And I'm determined not to lose it again because I took me a little bag this time. So I got me doing match vlogs as well. So, I can't wait.
Are you coming? Did you say you're coming then, John?
I'll come to the match on Sunday.
Mate. Me and Kyle are going, man. We'll have to meet up.
100%, man. 100%.
Yeah,
You know, I'd love to
yeah.
do that. Do you know what I mean? Get interviews as well.
We're gonna do a little bit. We're gonna do a match vlog as well, so you can be on that.
Good for you.
Be nice to get your
cool stuff. Which camera do you use? Which camera do you use?
I use a DJI. This one.
A posh one.
Is that the vlogger one? I've got that as well, mate. Bosh! I've got it as well. Absolutely
Does
sick.
the job. Does the job.
It does. I mean, it's a lot of money, but I tell you what, that's what I use as well. So, I mean, it's better. Would you say it's better than an iPhone?
Mate, what's good about it is it looks like a vape, so you don't get pelters from other fans going, "Put your camera away." So it's buzzing for that.
I get that as well, man. But at the end of the day, like, don't listen to them. Just say to them, you're a YouTuber, and that's it. Just say you're a full-time YouTuber.
Yeah. Nice one.
Like and subscribe.
That's it. Well, we'll let you go, John. Thank you very much for joining us. Good luck for Sunday. Good luck for the rest of the season. When we haven't played Newcastle away yet, have we? No, we definitely haven't.
Nah, not yet.
when we play Newcastle away, you'll have to come out and say hi again, and we'll get your thoughts on that game as well.
Definitely. Thank you very much. If I disappear, just give me shout outs to my channel.
Yeah, go for it.
Thanks very much, man. First of all, thanks for having us on. It's been fantastic. Do follow the lads as well, the Wolfpack Live as well. That'd be WFC Wolfpack, great channel. And if you subscribe to me on John Sinclair TV, I do lives, reviews, matchday vlogs, and I do breaking news and other things as well. And also, you can find us on Twitter, which is X anyway. You can find us on Instagram. You can find us on Facebook and TikTok. And just find us on John Sinclair. And I would just follow back. And I've got loads of shows to do. And by the way, I'm on the road to 20,000 subs.
Hey, get in there, lads.
Class,
get him in there.
Class.
Come on.
Well
Sound, guys. I'll see you on the next one, everyone. See you later.
Take care, guys. Cheers,
man. All the best.
All the best to you. Good luck Sunday.